What's up, my grotesque, gothic, giraffe-gandering Gillibrands? Is Gillibrand a word?
Gillibrand. New one for me, but it might be. I don't know.
I have no idea what that is. But hey, listen, welcome to Night Owls.
What's that?
And all you're in for a treat tonight because right now we have a little qualm to pick with China. Beijing in particular.
China.
Yes, a little bit of China. You know what's going on there?
Oh, there's a whole lot going on.
Well, aside from all that shit. But do you realize that China and Beijing and the zoo, apparently they have some kind of a zoo in Beijing and where is that at? In eastern China. Like, I wouldn't know where that is anyway. Maybe it's pointing towards Florida because that's where we're at. But lo and behold, people are accusing the zoo of having people in bear costumes run around the enclosures as actual bears.
Well, like,
I said the same thing.
Like they don't got bears like the fake bears in the zoo?
Like fake bears. Like there are people like paid in costumes to run around the fucking zoo in bear costumes, pretending to be bears for the people paying to get into the zoo to come over there and throw a nut or a peanut or whatever the fuck you feed a bear. But they're like fake bears in the zoo.
Did it say how much they get paid?
It did not. But China is now defying the people's statements and saying, oh, there's no people in bear costumes. These are real bears. Like, they're denying the whole thing. But, like, I think I would be able to...
Did you guys, this is...
Look at a big-ass costume.
This is a real news story.
No, it's true, though.
Like, no, I know what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Like, who...
So they're saying at the zoo in China, the bears are actually
people in costumes.
People in costumes.
Yes. You know, I'm trying to think of my kids. Right? Kids, and I say, let me just pack the family up today. Yeah, get a little basket of maybe some wine and some salami, whatever, crackers, up in a little basket.
The bears like the salami and the crackers.
It could be, like, I don't know what bears eat, but apparently, like, these bears are a little different. So, like, you go out there with the family, you sit in front of the enclosure, like, look, honey, we're about to see the Kodiak, because I think China has the Kodiak bears, right? Some kind of Kodiak bears. And everybody's sitting out there in the enclosure.
Wait, I think Kodiak is like a Canada thing.
Is that a Kodiak bear in Canada?
Canada.
What do they got over there? I don't know. Whatever bears were in China, maybe they imported them from America.
Oh, no. I'm thinking Denali. Denali is like in Canada.
Kodiak. Denali what? You mean the Cadillac?
Kodiak.
I think you're talking about Cadillacs.
No, it's the GMC Denali. No, but
we're talking about bears.
But Denali is a place in Canada. But I think Kodiak is like a Canadian thing.
The black and white bear with the little white thing over here with the wearing blackface.
Panda bear.
Well, they got pandas. There's definitely pandas. They didn't actually specify what kind of bears.
Okay, now I'm more curious though.
Hold on.
Are these like the famous Chinese pandas are actually people because they went like extinct or something?
You think that is not a bear.
So apparently now the genus of monkeys.
Look, here's the thing. Whatever bears they are, people are accusing them of being people in costumes. So, like I said, like you're sitting down with your picnic basket with your salami and your wine.
Okay, back to the salami and the crackers.
Yeah, you gotta have them, man.
Okay.
You can't take a road trip with the family without that.
Maybe a little couple slices of apple and cheese.
A little something. A little slicer.
A charcuterie board.
In the basket. That you could just, put a little blanket.
A charcuterie basket.
I don't even know what the fuck a charcuterie is.
Neither do I, but it's something that's
Is that something real?
It's something that's like in and hipster and people think is very fancy right now.
So that's like the...
Charcuterie, we doing charcuterie. Come over on Saturday. We're doing
brunch with charcuterie.
Charcuterie boards at my house was something you will never ever fucking hear me say. Just saying.
You just said it.
Other than right now, I'll never
this is the only time you'll ever mention charcuterie.
There will never be charcuterie in my home.
And once on this video right now,
charcuterie free home
that we investigate charcuterie, it's going to be there, whatever charcuterie is. I have no idea what charcuterie is, but I'm sure it has meaning to some.
All right, that's
yuppies. Maybe
that's
yuppie
enough charcuterie. Let's get back to the story.
Yeah. So where were we? Oh yeah, we were eating crackers and wine.
Yes.
Yes. We had the basket out with the blanket in front of the bear enclosure, and some dude in a bear costume walks by, and people can tell the difference between like a real animal and like, was it a saggy costume? Like if you're like, Chinese people are kind of small, except for that basketball player. I don't know what his name is.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, that guy. But if you think about it, like you would be able to tell somebody in a costume compared to an actual bear. So my question is that they're denying this now, that there are humans in disguise. Is it that bad in China to where they're putting people in bear costumes? Like, I want to see what the possums are going to do.
Possums?
Yeah, because if they have no possums, who's going to wear that fucking tattoo from Fantasy Island? You think, how does that work?
So,
this is disturbing.
couple things come to mind for me, right? I have a lot of questions that I'm sure we'll probably never get the answers to
Probably
because,
not.
you know, CCP and all that, censorship and all of that. But, okay, first thing that comes to mind is, you ever see the movie Super Troopers?
Oh, I love that movie.
You're like, hey, bear fucker! And there's the guy, the dude's in the woods with the bear costume on.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's like just his legs in the back of the bear legs. And it looks like he's having sex with the bear. Like, if you guys haven't seen Super Troopers,
Yeah, go
awesome
watch that
movie.
right now.
Definitely
That's a great
watch
movie.
it. Broken Lizard, you guys rock.
Oh, Broken Lizard. What was the... Have they put out anything since?
Oh, yeah, they had Super Troopers 2.
There was a part 2.
Yeah, it's really good. They become Canadian Mounties.
Mounties?
Yes.
No. Okay. Speaking of which, our next story is going to be, on our next episode, having something to do with Canada. Again.
More Canadians.
What's going on? So, anyway, long story short.
Wait. I had two other thoughts other than Super Troopers about the story.
Okay.
Okay, so like back to the family with the salami and the crackers and the wine and the
And the
charcuterie.
blanket and the charcuterie.
Okay, so now we got little Jimmy.
There's Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
Like my brother Jimmy.
No, like the little kid with the family, whatever.
Oh,
little,
like the kid eating at the picnic with the charcuterie.
little Zabo. Oh, yeah, the little
all right,
charcuterie
all
boy.
right, we're good.
Okay, so he's like bored of the salami, and he's not drinking wine anyway, and who likes saltines by themselves? So he's like, peering over, checking out the bear enclosure, and as you see, this happens a couple times a year in all the zoos. Kid falls in the lion den, or
the over the gate deal. Yeah. I've
So
seen that,
I'm thinking maybe the Chinese gonna try to put a spin on it and be like, you know what? We're just being really aware and conscious of our zoo goers, because now if a child falls in the bear pit,
the bear
can help the child
pick the
out
child
of the
up.
pit. Yeah.
No, I'm with you on
And
that.
and
yeah.
the child won't get mauled.
Do you think China really cares about public safety?
We won't have any good mauling videos anymore, but there'll
It
be a
kinda
lot
sucks,
more.
though.
There'll be a lot more kids alive after visiting the zoo.
Especially in China.
And then
Because your neighbor Ralph is in that costume. Like, hey! How they do the bear with the whole kung fu thing and shit like that? That was a person.
So
It's just like-
third thing that comes to mind for me is, okay, so like the two big communist countries in the world, right? Is Russia
CCP.
and China,
Yeah,
right?
they're up there.
And Russia's like the Russian bear.
We will
they're-
break you with our Kodiak bear.
they're like,
Yeah.
maybe Kodiak is in Russia.
Maybe it is Russia.
Siberian bears.
That'd be Bigfoot.
We
though.
probably
Oh,
should.
Bigfoot's on the next episode.
We should probably Google Kodiak.
Well,
We're gonna have something flashing up that says what Kodiak is right.
Let's do this.
now.
Hey,
Can
Siri.
we pop something up on the screen?
Where is a Kodiak bear from?
Kodiak on the screen.
Here's what I found.
Kodiak.
The Kodiak bear is.
I couldn't get a screen pop up.
I don't know. We'll have to post this because it's coming up on my shit.
Could pop it up right here on the screen.
Alaskan. No, sometimes the Alaskan bear, Kodiak archipelago in southwest Alaska. This is like a. That is not a Kodiak. Archaeota.
Arca what?
Carnivorous.
Yeah, they carnivores. All right, so Russia's back. You know, they're like the strong Russian bear, right? And I feel like with all the propaganda from the Cold War back in the day and everything, they always portrayed, you know, Russia as like the Iron Bear, and
Yeah.
you know. So if you're the other communist superpower in the world, and your bears are just dudes in suits,
That's pretty sad.
China, you gotta step your game up, man.
Yeah, I think they're
Like
digital.
the Russians, yo, no joke. The Russians got real deal fucking bears that ride fucking unicycles and bicycles.
Them bears
and
up
shit.
in Russia ain't no joke.
The Russian bears are performing, doing tricks for treats and shit.
And they drink vodka. They drink vodka.
Can a Chinese bear do that?
I don't think Chinese can. What's that shit they drink over there? The sake. Is that Japanese?
I don't know.
I think sake is Japanese, but you know, some Chinese people are enjoying some sake. You know, maybe in that picnic basket, you need to trade off your iced tea or your sweet tea from Texas and put a little sake up in there. Might fix your. That's probably why you're seeing people in bear costumes. They might be real bears, but that sake.
Hey, did you see that thing a few days ago? There was the dude. I think it was in Japan. He spent like $14,000 on a dog suit, and he went on a walk around the park as a dog.
He went for a walk in the park.
Yeah, like I think it's his girlfriend. I maybe it's his sister. Better guess is it was his sister.
Is it Virginia?
I doubt this guy. No, I think it was in
Oh.
Japan or something.
Oh, and she walked him around the park.
Yeah, like, but he was like a dog. But like,
With
you
the
didn't
costume.
see that shit.
No.
So it's weird looking.
Was that on YouTube?
It doesn't look like it was all over the news. It doesn't look like a real dog, but it's like, whoa, what is that weird animatronic fluffy thing walking towards me?
Oh, I have to check this out now.
But it was super expensive. It was like an expensive as dog costume. Can we get a picture of the guy in the dog costume up on the screen?
All right then.
Fucking weird, right?
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. Just, you can't make it up.
She's
You know,
walking
this
them
world
all around
has-
the park.
This world has gotten a little bit twisty.
Did you ever see the guy on he's like a Twitch streamer or something, and he like identifies as a deer.
What?
He identifies as a real thing. The guy
Maybe these people identify as bears. Maybe China's coming into the whole entire pronoun thing. I am bear and full of shit compared to like you. Like, how does that even work? I have no idea. But there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should leave it. So like the zoos are getting weird lately.
Have you been to the Palm Beach Zoo?
Yes, I was there with you.
Oh, that long ago?
Yeah.
Yo, they got a goat wearing a tutu. That's what I'm hearing.
Now I feel like that should be at a petting zoo.
It identifies
a real
as
zoo.
hoof and backache.
Hoof and backache.
Well, there's a lot of rednecks going to the zoo, so you know, tutu, it's kind of attractive.
So
I made that up.
so my friend went a couple of days ago to the Seaquarium down in Miami.
Oh, I love that. I used to love that place. I don't know what's going on there.
So they got an orca whale, killer whale, right?
They still have them?
Yeah, there's an orca whale there.
I thought they got rid of all that.
She's 57 years old.
It lives more than humans.
Oh no, I'm just saying, but this whale's 57, right? It's been at the Seaquarium since it was 4.
I was a kid when it.
years
What is
old.
it? Fucking what's the name there? I can't remember. Simo or something.
I can't remember.
I
what
can't
the name
remember,
was.
but
I
as a
wasn't
kid-
there. My friend was telling me though.
But that whale
but get
ate
this.
a person, like dragged them down and killed.
Get
the
out!
Not that whale, but I mean like one of the killer whales, like killed the trainer, like dragging it down to the bottom of the tank. And they were supposed to like all these crazy ass PETA human right things with the whales. The tank was too small, whatever it was. They were supposed to remove the whales and put them out in the ocean.
Okay, so here's the thing with this whale, right?
Yeah.
Is it's 57 years old.
Right.
It's been at the Seaquarium since it was 4. So it's been there for
a long time.
53 years.
It was a rescue.
Right?
It was a rescue.
Yeah. And now they're being forced to relocate the whale to the Pacific Northwest. So this whale is now in the ocean, but in a weird pendant area thing, and because the whale can't fend for itself in the wild now,
especially if it's habitat raised. It's not a hunt.
Yeah, like it wouldn't survive like in
another pot of whales would probably kill
in
it.
natural waters. So like this whale though, like is no longer doing the shows and then it's big show area thing and all that, which is a huge pool or tank or whatever
circular,
you call it. Now it's in a very small tank because it's not being viewed. So they just,
they took it out of the big ass thing and put it into a small ass thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't cool, man.
And nobody gets to see the whale, and it's just in
Listen,
a small
Seaquarium,
thing.
how about we come down there and put you all in a fucking shoebox? You savage bastards.
$40 million.
$40 million
is what it's costing for whatever
to move it,
to get this whale from Miami to it's like off the coast of Washington where it's going.
That's just wrong, man. And they're gonna release it to its death because it's been in its own habitat.
Oh no, it's gonna be in like it's not gonna be able to get out of like this area where there's like it's like an open area, but it is kind of penned in, so it can go like a long distance. There's other. It's like a rescue place for sea life.
Oh, so they have like a thing.
Yeah, there's like some sort of nets up or something, so it can only go so far.
Well, I'm glad it's getting out of Miami.
To give food and stuff. The whole thing's just weird.
I'm just glad that they're getting out of Miami. Hopefully, in that area, that it's going to be okay. You know,
the whole thing's just weird.
Because that whole thing. I remember going to the zoo or whatever aquarium it was, and it was in New York, maybe the Bronx. I don't remember.
Bronx Zoo.
But they had the 2 whales, and
whales at the Bronx Zoo.
You ate lunch up on this big patio with an overhang, and the whales were right below you, and they would jump up, like for the trainers, and like you were sitting on top, like maybe 50 feet. I don't even know how far it was, but like that was back in the day when animal cruelty was okay with everybody, and I don't know, like, I love killer whales, they're a little bit hostile, but, it is what it is, Let them swim off the shores of New York and California. We're good.
Free Willy.
Free Willy. And you know what? Once again, and I gotta specify this, we've got fucking nothing.
Free Willy.